I don't even know how to pick the winner of that game because you look at the lineups, both teams stacked. I mean, there's you know, we got Henry Shallon playing short center on the over 25 team. You know, I mean that's and that outfield that the under 25. Yeah, I don't know how many balls are going to fall in. There's so much.
It's going to be a nail biter, I'm sure, again.
You know, so it should be.
Who you like in that game?
The truth, last year I liked the over 25 team a lot. This year, I got to give the edge to the under 25 team. That outfield is unbelievable. Their pitchers are very strong. I think I like the under 25 team.
Yeah, I'm going to pick them too based on the pitching.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go with the hat trick, and I think they're going to. This is the year they're going to do it. Even though the experience is lacking, but I think had the over 25 had a little depth in the pitching, I think they would have, they would have won it. But
and last year was only 2-1, so
yeah.
They're catching up, and hey, you never know. We'll see on Memorial Day, I guess.
Yep.
And let's review for the upcoming games for this week. Another big week. Alley-oop versus the Dodgers at Memorial One, the feature game. Alley-oop at 7-1 versus the 4-4 Dodgers coming off a sweep. Yedid versus Max. Ike Yedid versus Max.
Oh wow, yeah.
Nathan versus Jackie. A lot of stories over here, and. I'm gonna. Wow, this is a great matchup.
What a game! Wow, this is good.
You know, both teams coming in full strength. I'm gonna say I'm gonna look for another split here. I think Dodgers are gonna win game 1, and I think Alley-oop's gonna rebound in game 2. So I see a split over here.
I am on Alley-oop. I can't pick against my team. I gotta say we're gonna sweep, but I can't see Yedid and the Dodgers losing 4 in a row either.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be there if Yedid loses 4 in a row.
Yeah, but that's very interesting. Max versus Ike, Jackie versus Nathan, and a 7-1 team against the Dodgers, who are better than their 4-4 record indicates. I think.
Oh
yeah, I'm looking at a split here also. I don't see you guys sweeping them, and I don't see them definitely sweeping you. So I'm looking at
the next is Insane versus Winning. And my producers are telling me Jack Jemal from Insane is on line 1. Jack, you're on the air.
Hey, Bobby, how you doing?
Hi, how are you, Jack? We're just analyzing your upcoming game this week. How are you?
Oh, very good, very good. Who are we playing?
Winning.
We're playing Winning. Jack Abadi's winning team.
Oh, okay, that's a great team. That's a very good team. That's going to be a big test, but our first big test was really this week. When we played Yedid, because when we started out really strong, we really didn't have that much let's face it, we didn't go up against the premier pitchers, so
right.
Going up against Yedid was really the first opportunity to really see what our team really was made of. And and by the way, our game could have went either way. So we could have really swept that game. It wasn't really where we should have swept. Yedid's team is a very good team, and I definitely don't want to face them in the playoffs.
Okay, well,
Jack, when you look at the Dodgers, what do you think of their defense overall? Because we know Yedid could pitch, and what do you think of their defense, and what do you think of their offense? Where's their strength?
Okay, well, obviously, we'll start with the most obvious. They have the best pitcher probably that's ever put on a pair of cleats in the YMSL history, and that makes up for a lot. If I was them and I was their general manager, I would probably put their center fielder at shortstop, and I'd put their shortstop at center field. I think that I play with Carlos Abadi, and he's an amazing athlete, and he could run down any ball in center field.
That's very interesting. You want to take out the premier center fielder in Jackie Towell and put him in a position he never played before. That's interesting. I mean,
if you saw the game, you'll see that, that I think that was probably, they need more depth in the infield. And I'll tell you one thing, Bobby. In this league, and I'll be, I'm one of the captains, this is my third year, don't undervalue the power of a shortstop in the infield, because, and I'll tell you, you get 1 or 2 balls in the outfield every, couple of innings. At shortstop, it's basically, is involved in every play, and that's basically why I pick Morabia first every year.
Yeah.
Right. You know what? He's right. Most of the top players are shortstops.
Right.
Morabia, Eddie Rishdi.
Right.
You know, alleys.
Well, there's a lot more
shortstops,
action there, yeah.
You know, it's more constant action where the center fielder can make the amazing diving play and throw the guy out at the plate.
Right.
But who knows if Jackie Tal could play shortstop?
I don't know.
You know?
I would never take him.
Jack, let me ask you a question about Leo, your pitcher. YMSL's been waiting for some new blood at pitcher for a while. You know, we see what's happening with Moses now, 1-7, and you know, Reds losing 2 last week. Tell us a little bit about your pitcher. Does he have speed? Does he have, you know, what's his game about?
I'm so impressed with Leo. He was probably the biggest question mark and surprise that we had going in, only because we never saw him in the YMSL. But from everything I heard from David Hindi and from Bobby Morabia and all that advanced scouting, everybody told us that this kid is a World Series champion in Halil, 2-time champion. He's got moxie. He's got control. I think he walked maybe 2-3 batters the whole year. He gets ahead of everybody. He doesn't throw balls. He doesn't waste pitches. And he doesn't get rattled. I mean, he could have bases loaded, giving up 3 errors in a row, and you never see him say a peep to anybody on the team. I had 3 errors last week in 1 inning.
Wow.
And it just tells you that, number one, I'm not a great third baseman as I used to be. But number two, you know, this kid's got the mental makeup. And that's more important than the physical makeup, or just as important.
Well, I think also he's a kid, and he's playing with Mo Shama, Sammy Towell, and Jaime, guys that are 20 years older than him. I don't think he's going to open up his mouth too much, but which is a good thing. But, you know, I think, you know, as we mentioned, he's got a great defense behind him and veteran leadership with Marty Jemal and your brother Ike playing outstanding center field. And
Batting like 700, too.
Yeah, he's hitting 700. And, you know, just a great group of guys and a great mix, which I think is going to carry you a long way. And sorry, we got to take the next call.
Okay, well, good luck, great show, and see you guys on the other side.
And it's good to hear from someone from Insane calling in. We haven't had anybody from Insane call in all year.
Call, you're on the line.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Yeah, who's that?
How you guys?
Speak up, caller. Speak up.
I never call in, so that's one of your hints.
Well, you might not call in anymore. We're going to hang up on you soon.
Steve Avery.
Stevie! What's going on? Straight from the Hamptons.
How's the weather in Tucson?
100 degrees there this weekend.
Yeah. Steve, are you aware that you were chosen for the All-Star game and you won't be able to attend?
Yeah, I think we have a good team. I think Ike Mavor will come through and Saka. They're very well, good pitchers there. They'll be fine.
Yeah, so you're predicting victory for the over 25 group?
I think they'll pull it out. I think we have a little bit of edge in the pitching and so we'll be good there. No problem.
I think Ike Mavor will appreciate playing with a real team behind him instead of the mayhem he's been stuck with this season.
Well, this is his time now to put up.
Right.
We'll see what he's made out of now.
So, Steve, tell us what your thoughts were on playing against, you know, Saban's team. Are they really that bad, or was just no chemistry, or he just mowed them down? What's going on there?
I think they have some issues there. I just feel that they have a very good team, a lot of good ball players, but they just can't put it together. There's too much going on right now. And I think they made a few mistakes. I'm not going to say what they were, but I think...
We all know. We're all thinking the same thing. And what about your team, the Unfinished Business? How do you think it ranks up there with Alley Oop and Insane?
I think we're just as good. I'm not going to predict anything. I don't like to do that. But I do know we have a very good team, and when the chips are down and the playoffs come, we'll all pick up our game, and we're going to be much better than we are now.
Are you satisfied with your outfielders?
Yeah, I have no problem with the outfield. They're doing a great job. They got a great infield. Colleen Levy's one hell of a ball player. I love playing with that guy. Eddie Rishti, Maurice. We just got a whole bunch of great players, and we're going to be forced to be reckoned with when the playoffs come.
Are you missing any more games this year?
I didn't tell Maurice yet, but I'm sure he's listening, but I'll probably be missing the next 2 weeks.
Oh, boy.
Wow. Breaking news.
All right, well, anyway, Maurice is taking over this week, so we'll see how that materializes. And Steve, thanks for the call, and have a great trip. We'll see you next week.
See you in 2 weeks.
Okay, you got it. Thank you.
That's why you always got to listen into the telecast. Look at what we got, some breaking news.
Richie from Bradley Beach is on the line.
Uncle Ronnie, baby. See you soon, baby. Let's go, Bob.
How are you? This is none other than RB.
This is RBI.
RBI Beverage Inc.
There you go. What's doing, baby? Talk to me. I'm here. It's not the morning show with Chuck Mudd. I'm here at Fowler's Barbecue. Michael Fowler's with all my friends. Elliot Bra, Nathan Tower.
Oh, wow.
Aaron Shabbat, your wife, Jacqueline.
Oh, wow. It sounds like
Yeah,
a...
a lot of hospitality going on.
All right, we just got off the phone, actually, with your teammate, Steve Azer. He won't be attending. How do you think you're going to hold up this week without him?
The rumor has it that Maurice Haber, and that's winner, Egyptian dinner, because Maurice is from Egypt, is going to pee on the hill for us. I found my thrill on Pitcher's Hill. You follow?
You got it.
RB, what's up with you playing for the other team this past week?
Oh, that was one of my magic tricks. They had Moses Eastman got tossed, he got, bounced because we beat him up a little bit. So they were had a skeleton crew. So I decided I'll play second base because we had an 8-1 lead, so it was a blowout, almost mercy situation. Last inning, you know what I'm saying? You don't have to be Rockefeller to help a fella. What's doing, Bobby? Those fight cups, let's get them going.
All right, everything's good. So why don't you put your buddy Nathan on the phone and talk about the over 25 All-Star that he's captain of.
My buddy Nathan could hold the candle with the camera or the microphone, so Nathan's not ready. Guys,
Did you? What do you think of the? Did you hear the matchups for the All-Star game?
I haven't heard about the matchups. I just heard my friend Nathan's playing like he's in his 20s. I'm playing like I'm 18 again.
Yeah.
Like when I first cracked into the league. Me and Eddie Michon, when we were very young, we just started out. They called me the Cadillac and him the Chevy. And so I'm playing with some of my friends in the league. I always talk about it because it reminds me of Little League when I was younger. Softball, Little League, that kind of stuff. Ball, competition. What you want to know about? What was that, Bobby? You want to know about the over 25 All-Star game? I'll be honest.
Yeah. You didn't really hear, but hopefully you'll watch. And what about your brother Elliot? Is he there? Does he want to talk?
Elliot's right, maybe 5-8 feet from you. You want EB?
Yeah, let's see what he has to say. Hall of Fame, Elliot Brown.
All right, thanks for having me on. What's the name of your show?
It's a Dashless report.
Dashless report.
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much for having me on the Dashless report.
Thanks.
I'm filled with the attitude of gratitude, okay?
Thank you.
Like Walt Klein.
Where's Norman?
I'm right here. You're like Walt Klein
Yes,
over
like
there.
Walt
The
Klein.
attitude of gratitude.
Swishing and dishing.
Norman, congratulations on that score, by the way, for Ronnie Victor Jemal.
Yeah, RVJ.
I mean that.
He should be the next Hall of Famer, by the way. He's been snubbed long enough, RVJ.
He's been on the ballot.
The longest in the Hall of Fame.
It's a drum roll. No, I'll drop that. And Michael, take that from him. Ellie wants to talk in the Dashless report. Okay. Hi, it's Elliot Bly here at Michael Fowler's house in Long Branch, New Jersey.
Elliot, sorry to take you away from your barbecue.
Great cousin.
Thank you.
Barbecue.
Elliot,
Maybe tequila and maybe some beer.
Elliot, there's been a lot of rumor that you're going to come back to the YMSL. Any
I'd love
truth?
to fill in for somebody that needs a fill in just to see if I can still do it.
Nah, you can still do it. You almost won the MVP 3 years ago when you last played.
Batted 800.
I did.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
won
you
MVP.
batted
Smack
750.
Pack. Remember
That's right,
that?
I did.
Smack Pack, the team you lost.
Let me ask you a question. This coming Sunday morning,
Yes.
where is Richie Braha playing? What field?
Richie Braha.
Memorial
this Sunday.
2.
Memorial 2, the backfield over there. No, he's not. No, he's not. No, Memorial 3. Memorial 3.
The
I'm
band.
coming to, take my phone. I'm going to come watch, but more importantly, I got to get inside because, I'm, trying to be respectful to my host.
Okay, that's very nice. And,
Say hostess and host, but I'm saying host.
all right, when you get a chance, your nephew Zach Ashkenazi is also in the league, putting up very good numbers.
Like Ashkenazi is up and coming.
Yeah, he had two triples
It
this
was
week,
good,
playing
it was good
outstanding.
against us.
All right, Elliot, thanks for calling in.
All right.
I appreciate it and enjoy the rest of the thing and Memorial Day weekend.
Thank you.
Bob, that sounds like just one of the many viewing parties around the country.
Yeah, who's that?
I want the commissioner right now. Commissioner Gordon from whatever the show that was.
Batman.
Is Zach still open, Bobby?
Yeah, but we don't have to discuss that right now. All right.
What kind of enthusiasm?
All right. Thank you.
God, let's switch it over.
All right.
You know, it's Watergate. God.
All right, it's all good. We got to take the next call that's calling in, all right?
Okay, thank you. God bless you in America.
Thank you, thank you.
All right.
Take care.
Oh, boy.
And Bob, yes, viewing parties are the new craze of the YMSL. Parties of 100, 200, 300 people big watching, tuning in.
And Michael Fowle's having a barbecue. He's not even in the league. He's having
a YMSL viewing barbecue.
Party. So we left off Insane versus Winning at Memorial 2. I see. I don't see good things happening with Winning this week. I think Insane continues to move forward. I'm not sure. There seems to be some chemistry issues with Winning. I don't know what's going on there, but Bracker returning. He was away last week. I still think they're going to lose. Insane's going to sweep, I think, this week.
Yeah, I agree with that. I see Insane sweep. Look, if we can sweep Winning, they can sweep Winning.
I see a split. I think Winning is better than what you think they are. I have no idea how you swept them, but Jeffrey wasn't there that week. And I'm telling you, Sack is pitching really, really strong. At least he pitched great against us, and he's pitching very hard. I'll go with a split over there.
All right. The next game at Memorial 3, which is just Richie Braha's Unfinished Business versus the Serial Killers coming off a sweep, after getting swept, rather. Again, we mentioned Steve Azer will not be pitching. It's going to be Maurice Haber.
Big factor.
I think it's a rebound week for Serial Killers. Maurice has a tendency not to be able to close games. He has good stuff, but I think I think Serial Killers is going to come back and sweep this week.
Really? Sweep by Serial Killers.
Yes.
I'll go with a split. I think Unfinished Business is the better team, but without Azer, I think Serial Killers wins the game.
I'm going with the sweep, but the other way.
Wow.
I think that Unfinished Business has way too much hitting, and they're going to face Red again, and I just think they're just going to pour it on. So if Maurice could give up 6-7 runs, they'll still win both games.
That's interesting because I feel that Zerial has a pretty good offense too. So it should be good. I think they'll be able to hit Maurice, and we'll see. So now the next game at Meadowbrook is Douglas Dweck. They don't have good memories of Meadowbrook. Cheeseheads versus the suddenly red hot Tiger Blood, and boy, wow! I see Cheeseheads rebounding with one game, but I think it's going to be a split, and with two very close games, I believe. So I think it's going to be a split.
I'm going to go with Tiger Blood, bringing out the brooms again.
Wow!
And all but ending the Cheesehead season. Cheeseheads are still hanging around because they somehow swept Winning. But besides for that, you haven't had a good week all year. And I think the end of the road is here. Tiger Blood surpasses you in the standings this Sunday. You heard it here first.
Okay, so
I got to look again. My own team. I would say that.
watch out!
I would say that it would be a split, but I would also say that if we don't win the first game, it could be tough. And Norman may be correct. So I think we need to win the first game. Because once we're even with those guys, then they're just going to look to pass us at that point. So
I played both your teams. Yeah. I think I played both your teams. But
played us once, then
I played you once early, week 1, and I played them twice.
Okay.
We beat them twice, but they were better than you. I think they're a better team than you. And I think they sweep, and I think the second game is in easy fashion even.
Right. Okay.
Especially with Mavora calling in, and
yeah.
We can't stand you. Stephen Gindi was gonna beat you up because you were coming in. Your team's done. Bob.
Next.
Okay. The final matchup. We got one call coming in. Let's see who this is. Robert from the car phone.
Yes, Robert from Bradley Beach. Richie Braha is not from Bradley Beach.
He used to spend a lot of time in Bradley Beach.
Yeah, but he's not there now.
Well, are you?
No, I'm with Jackie Ashkenazi on the Garden State Parkway.
Jackie Ashkenazi, the former YMSL player?
Right, he tore his ACL the other day playing basketball.
Another viewing party, Bob.
Yeah.
With
How many people you got in the car? They're all listening to the broadcast?
What?
Anyway, Red, what's on your mind?
I can't understand you. You're talking too fast for me.
Let me answer your question. Last week, Lee Zakaria left in the middle of the second game, or even before the second game, to go to the airport. Now, rumor has it that you weren't so upset that he left and you lost, but that he didn't ask you to take him to the airport.
That's right. Number one, he didn't ask me to take him. Number two, he tells me, yes, I can't play the second game because I have work. So I said, what about when I have work? and I lost 3 jobs this year already.
3 jobs.
Yeah.
My jobs are nothing compared to him.
You're right. You're right.
That is true. Red, how do you see your matchup? You got a big break this week. No Stevie Azer, who called in earlier. What do you think of your chances this week to sweep unfinished business?
I think if I say that we are getting a very big break, this Azer will come.
Oh,
I hope he does come. I hope so.
He's not coming.
Right now, I'm very happy. But Jack Ashkenazi says that you should put me in the Hall of Fame right now, because I deserve it.
you definitely do.
Red, you got to retire if you want to be in the Hall of Fame. Maybe that's more incentive for you.
Well, Nathan Tyler's in the Hall of Fame.
Now, he was retired for years and he came back after he was inducted. So you do that. Take 10 years off and come back.
Get back to us.
All right, we got to go. The next one. We have Albert from Brooklyn on line 2.
Let's just call it Albert from New Jersey. You want to get somebody from Brooklyn?
We're just reading what the screen
Is
says.
this Albert Jemal again calling?
This is Albert Edery, my dear friend.
Albert Edery, former YMSL player. How are you?
Al Cubano.
Are you at one of those YMSL Dashless parties?
Well, first of all, I called in thinking I would have Dash on the radio. But I guess not.
No, it's Dashless. He was less. Less is more.
Although I did hear that we're going to have a guest star one of these weeks, and our producers are still trying to contact Dash about joining us.
Yeah, we're trying to. He's very upset at the.
I think he's boycotting the show.
I'm going to give you credit. I mean, you're putting together a fantastic show. I heard you get for an Emmy Award next year.
Yeah, well, we're trying to repeat again. Once again, we won it last year, and things are going well. So hopefully, we win it again. And Albert, tell us what's going on with you. You took a year off this year. Any comebacks on the trail for next year?
I'm living vicariously through my dear Norman Jemal, who's ripping up the league this year. So
Norman Gaz, we should say. We got to elaborate on that.
I'm sorry, Norman Gaz Jemal. He's actually walked into my house with headphones in his ears, listening to your show while he was walking through the streets of Brooklyn.
Oh, boy.
We decided to watch your show in my front porch and have some good laughs.
Another viewing party, Bob. It's sweeping the
so
nation, and it's really unbelievable.
Yeah, Richie Bryan just called up from a barbecue.
What? Dinner party?
Huh?
We want some free goods or something.
All right. Yeah, we'll give you an RBI beverage drink next time we see you.
Could you get me a signed Elliot Brown, Richie Brown hat? That would make my week.
Yeah. Do they know how to sign? We'll do that next time. Anyway, Albert, we look forward to seeing you back on the sidelines. It was rumored you were going to sign with unfinished business, but you turned down the deal.
I'll be signing with a K-Bar team next year. I can at least up ahead 1 win to his total.
Yeah, I think your boy Saban's going to call it a career as a captain after 1 year, so we'll see what happens there.
In his coffin, he's going to have a bat and a ball screaming at his next-door neighbor.
All right, thanks for calling in, Albert.
I miss you guys.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Yeah, your show, I am.
All right, thank you. Oh, boy, another former YMSL player calling in. It's
a Veterans Night.
Yes. I think guys are trying to get back in the league.
Up to the last game. Grip it and rip it.
Oh, so we picked
versus
I picked the
Saban.
split. You picked Cheesehead to get swept,
And he picked either to get swept or split.
That'll be interesting. I'll tell you, if Tiger Blood sweeps, they're right back in the thick of things. Whoever would have thought of that? The final matchup over at Fireman's Field. The attendance might be 0 for this game. Grip it and rip it versus Watch Out or whatever they're going to be by then. I see I don't know. Who knows with Moses? Grip and Rip It came back with a rip. I think they're going to sweep again. Mo's going to go 1-9. And we have a great stat. If a game goes 10 innings or less, watch out is 0-7. So keep that in mind, for all the folks out there. I see Grip and Rip It sweeping this week.
This will be an easy sweep. Watch Out has no chance. They have no chance. I feel bad for Saban. I like him, but his team's a mess. The pitching's a mess. The field is not hitting. They're not catching. It's just Grip and Rip It is just gonna destroy them. So let's see if you agree with us.
No, I don't agree. I think it's a split. I think Watch Out. Their offense is still great, and the Grip It and Rip It team. I'm not such a believer in that team. They're only 3-5. They got to play you for 2 of those wins.